Like my hat? Do you not like my hat? Hey, do you not like my hat? Do you not like it? Do you not like it? Howdy, y'all. I got my hat here, as you can see. So today's video was going to be me kind of showing you what I do for an outline. Currently, I will be remaking it at some point, probably today, because we still don't have internet. It's 10 o'clock and still don't have it. Anyway, so I was going to show you that, but maybe I'll just talk about it instead, I think, just because I obviously can't bring it up and show you. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm not really sure. I am hoping to maybe get more writing done, but I'm also hoping that I don't have to use Word for it and can actually get back on my dock. So yeah, it's kind of a toss-up right now of what I'm going to be doing. I am in the process of filming a video for my gaming channel because I totally forgot, not gonna lie. And I have no internet, so it's not like I can put it up anyway. So I currently use just a generic outline. I kind of write down like the major plot points. This is what I do for my first drafts. I kind of be like, okay, I know I want this scene, this needs to happen. So I write it down, and that's what I use. But it does not have filler scenes. And that is one thing that I have to kind of fill in myself while working on the first draft. And then in between the first and the second, I will go in and add those to the outline so then I can kind of rearrange things if need be or make changes. I will be doing a full video of this at some point once I kind of revamp my outline, just to kind of show you guys how you can do this with just something free like Google Docs instead of using a program like Scrivener, or I've started hearing about this one called the Campfire. And like, if you're anything like me, it's not in the budget and you can't afford to do that. So I've had to work out my own plans. And so sometimes that's just writing down plot points on a document. In the case of one of my stories, I actually have these cards because every chapter correlates to a different color. I will go into this project probably at some point more in depth, but this isn't my NaNo project, so I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it. But each card is a different chapter, and so everyone has, like, on the back here, I'll just show you this. It says, Rue goes to Octavia's house to deliver the box of crayons. Her brother recognizes him. She sends him home. And so each one of these has points like that, and it's more in depth. And I don't have this on a computer because I use it to look at the colors. As you can see, each one has been colored on, so I can see what color I am referring to. Other than that one, though, I mostly do my outlining on a document on Google Docs, just because, as I've said before, I can use it anywhere if I remember to turn it offline before the power goes out. But yeah, as the day goes on, I might pop in and talk more about that as I redo the outline, or if my internet gets back, hopefully. Oh, please, I still need to get day 10 up. It's day 11, and day 10 is still just sitting in my camera roll, kind of waiting, because yep. I will see you guys later. I'm going to go finish my Sims video. I'm out taking some photos. There's a bunch of robins. I don't know if you can see any. There's a few in the trees. There's one like right in there. I was trying to get some photos of them. So, we got internet back. And went out to do some errands. And we came back and went out again for a while. So, I started doing something a little different. I'll show you. While I'm trying to reorganize everything, I started, this is book 1, 2, and 3, and what I'm doing is I'm going through and writing down characters that are in each. Obviously this one is going to have different ones, just because a lot of these are in the books so far, and these ones are only ones that I can predict are going to be there. Like, for whatever reason, it centers or mentions them. Like Alice and Emma and Candace are all Lucky's siblings, but in the second book, Candace comes home from school, and as you can see, she's not over here because she's not introduced, but besides just being mentioned and talked about in this one, so I don't count her as being a part of book 1. And so this is just for me to organize when certain characters come in, like Sylvester, Mary, Jesse, and Otis all come in book 2. They don't have anything in book 1. So this is one way that I have been kind of working on reorganizing by putting these like where I can see them and touch them. Sometimes I organize better if I have it like on paper first, especially with all the information that I already have. So going through these character sheets, I have encountered a problem. If you see that I have all of these characters, this is book 3. Can't count, it's fine. And I realized when I got to book 7, writing down all the characters, like the main ones that are in it, like these are mains. Or not really main, but like the core group. The mains are still just Lucky and John, and it focuses 95% on them and kind of talks about the others because they do move Lucky and John along. And so I realized going through the skeleton of book 7 that there's no wrap up. The entire build up throughout the series does not wrap up. So I either need to figure out A, how to wrap it up in book 7, or B, create a book 8. I had assumed I would probably have a book 8 anyhow, but to have this revelation is just like, whoops. So yeah, now I am kind of in the process of not restructuring, because I feel like right now each book kind of builds on the arc that I need it to throughout the series, with John's coming to terms with how he grew up and kind of in a way fixing how he grew up, and Lucky's acceptance of like from people around her and her. And so like I can't take any of them out because of the way this is structured. And like I don't really want to go into too much detail anyway, because like giving too much detail will kind of spoil ones down the road. But there's very much, with all the other characters growing across the time period, it goes from 1899 to 1904 right now. All these other characters help move them along, and they have to go through their own stories as well. So I can't just like jam it into 3 books and be like, ta-da! Unless we want like 900-page books, which preferably not. I mean, like, okay, but no. And so now I'm just like, oh my god, I have to create another book. Like, this was not my plan for camp. But now that it's in my head, I'm like, oh my god. So here we go. Hey guys, so I'm finishing up this video here. It's like 10:40. I'm exhausted. I only wrote about like 170 words today. Nowhere near my goal, but I did do a lot of like the outline work and stuff, so I do feel like comfortable with that because I did do a lot for the story, just not writing. So we're gonna leave it here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.